everybody, so today we're starting our mixed media art project using your object. Hopefully you all remembered. If you did not remember, you still have to do this activity today, but you're going to use your shoe. So if it's stinky in here, it's your fault, you forgot your project. So if you forgot your object, you'll have to take a shoe off because that's at least something connected to you. You walk in your shoes every day, so you can still tell a story about your shoe or about where you've been. You know, you'll have to do that. Hopefully you did bring an object. I brought in this little bird whistle, and I think I told you guys the story, but my son Emmett, who is 3, gave this to me last Christmas, and he, when we went shopping, picked it out and ran to the lady to pay for it. He didn't really have any money, so she looked at me and I was like, go ahead, you know. And then she helped him wrap it, and then it was very, very cute. He was like, I want to buy this for my mommy. So this is something that I hope I never lose, and I hope I'm like 90 years old and I look at this and cry and remember how much I love my little Emmett. So anyway, look, I'm getting tears thinking about the story because it was very sweet. Anyway, what we're going to do today is we're starting to connect with the object a little bit by doing a visual journaling activity. I already did this twice with this object, and it kind of looks like this. Now, this isn't the art project, okay? This is the brainstorming, the connection to your object, the thinking. After I do this, I do have a plan in my mind, and we'll talk about that. Then I did it again. It looks a little different. This is my crazy journal. I take it here and there and everywhere. So it's all kinds of random pages in here, random things. Okay, so I did it again yesterday, but I didn't work back into it yet. And this is pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So I'm going to demonstrate how to get started in just a moment. Everyone's going to have this paper. It's also, guys, on Google Classrooms. This is your assignment. You are going to draw an object of personal importance in a variety of ways. Cross contour, contour, blind contour, gesture, tracing from a photograph, laser print, tape transfer, and value studies. You'll also use a variety of materials: pencil, vine and compressed charcoal, water-soluble graphite pencils, markers, colored pencils, Sharpies, watercolor, pastels, collage materials, whatever you want, whatever you decide to use. You have to at least use 3 materials that go together for your mixed media project. And again, this is going to start after you do the journaling exercise today, okay, the brainstorming. You are going to work on compositional concerns, mastery of technical skills, choice of media and medias, mixed media, and concept in your visual journal. You'll decide how to develop your final work based on materials explored and the conceptual approach you decide and that you wish to convey. So final artwork submitted to Turnitin and Google Classrooms for teacher review and assessment. Individual conferencing and peer review, of course. So we're going to today explore some various techniques just to learn how to draw your object. We'll talk about grading expectations next time when we talk about what to do with this. All right, so the other thing is, on your table you have a note card or a name tag here, an art tag, and a black piece of paper. This is for your exquisite corpse activity you did, your hybrid. You need to make sure you fill out a name tag with your name, grade, title, come up with a title. The medium is the art materials you used, so that's the medium. Dimensions. So you want to think about the size, so was it 8 by 10, 9 by 12, and then the price. Come up with a price, because that'll be fun to see what you think it's worth. And then statement. Just write a little statement about what you created. Okay, so make sure you do that and give it to me today with your hybrid. Now, when you get started, I'm going to be guiding you through some things. And I just want to make sure you know what to do, so pay close attention now. If you're like zoning out, bring it back, okay? All right. So the first thing you're going to do is I'm going to ask everybody to choose a medium, just one. So I chose a Sharpie, okay? And then you're going to hold in your hand your object, and you're going to put your medium through a piece of paper like this. See everybody? Look, like this. Then what you're gonna do is I'm gonna say, all right, we are doing a blind contour drawing. That means you can't see what you're doing and you're drawing the edges. Contour, edges. Think coloring book. You don't want to shade. You want to just use line, continuous line. So that means don't lift your pen or marker or whatever you use from the paper. Now I'm going to time this for 1 minute for this exercise. And I'm going to just show you for like 5 seconds. All right, so what you're doing is I'm looking. My eye does not leave the object. I can put it in front of me so I can see. If I have to change to a different area, I just slide the pen over to get to that area. It's gonna look a little crazy, but the goal here is to just study. Okay, so I'm stopping. You would probably continue because you're gonna be doing this for a minute. And look what I ended up with. A little crazy, but honestly, it looks kind of cool, I think. Okay, so now the next thing you're gonna do is I'm gonna say, all right guys, we're gonna do contour. Same thing, but this time you can look. It doesn't have to be blind contour. So then you'll look at it, and I'm gonna ask you to do it a different way. So I drew really small here, so now I'm gonna say, fill the whole page, okay? So I'm going to draw really large. I can look at my object, but I should be, at my paper, but I should mostly be looking at my object so that I don't draw what I think I see, but I draw what I actually see. So again, contour and focusing on line quality, focusing on trying to use a continuous line. It's not going to maybe be totally accurate, that's fine. And now I'm going to ask you to mix for this one a different material. So I might choose a marker, like a couple markers that are similar in tone, and I can go back in and I can color it. You're only going to have about 2 minutes, so you can maybe just like add some colors. Remember, these Blick markers are mixable and blendable, so you can, blend colors. If you want to add a little color or not, you could just do charcoal, like I'm adding color, but you don't have to add color. You could have chosen pencil or charcoal. So you don't have to do everything I'm doing and use the same medium I'm using. All right, so the timer would have went off. Okay, time to move on. We can come back and work on this. The next thing I'm gonna ask you guys to do is going to be gesture. Okay, so gesture, I'm gonna choose a new medium, and this time, what is on my disc? So I might look, be like, what's in I use yet? Oh, just a pencil. I use a pencil. All right. So now gesture, you're gonna look at your object, the timer is gonna start again. Keep in mind, you're not talking during this. You are focusing on your work, thinking about your object, trying to create accurate rendering now. Gesture is loose, it's quick, it's fast. I'm using the side of my pencil. I am trying to capture the feeling or the essence. So it's a little less careful. Contour is careful, gesture is loose and more expressive. So you definitely want to make sure that you're also overlapping some of these images, because that adds interest and compositionally, and it's also a good thing to learn how to do, how to overlap, and also no erasing. No erasers. I'm gonna make sure there's no erasers in here before you get them. Remove them, okay? No erasers. So the timer would have went off and we would have done 3 different things. Blind contour, contour, gesture. The next thing you're gonna do is take out your phones. If you don't have one, I'll use my device. You're gonna take a picture of your object and you're going to render that accurately. I'm not going to do that because I don't want this video to go on forever, but I will show you that I already did do it, and I'll show you how much more realistic it looks. I did it here, and this one is with markers. These, in fact, exact markers. These, that's what I used. And I did it again with Inktense pencils. Those are those ink water-soluble pencils. And I did that, we're getting there, right here. And I looked at it and I tried to make it look as accurate as possible. I looked at a photo reference. So that's what we're gonna do today, and then you're gonna have 2 writing prompts, okay? The first one is going to be tell a story about it. No, I'm lying. Describe it factually, facts only. Facts, facts, facts. So, like, no story. No, I like it. No. The bluebird functions as a whistle. It is wooden and hard. The whistle is light blue in color and has a dark blue wing painted on each side. The beak is lemon yellow. You get the point. Facts only. Then you're going to tell a story. My son Emmett bought this bird whistle for me. Blah, blah, blah. I already told you the story. So you're going to talk about that. And that will be 2 7-minute prompts. After we do this activity today, you guys are going to, I'll have them on your tables, complete this, which was your exit ticket, okay? Can't leave until you complete this. It's your artist thinking, process planning. You're gonna think about what the assignment is, mixed media object drawing, instructions. So what are your ideas? Or this one says inspiration, sorry. What is your idea? Development, how will you figure out how to make the best art you can? So maybe you're gonna choose 3 things from this list. Only 3, not more, not less. Are you gonna research, sketch, find resource images? What do you need to do next? What is your homework? Then you're going to, right here, what is your plan for the artwork? What do you wanna make? And what are the materials needed? Okay, I'll do an example really quick for you, and then that's it. You're gonna get started. Assignment, mixed media. Okay, what's your idea? I'm gonna have a picture of Emmett blowing the whistle, and that's my idea. And I might add some text. I'm thinking about that. Then I'm going to research. I am gonna take images, and I'm gonna sketch. Experimentation is one too, but I think I'm gonna do watercolor, because that's my medium. I like that. And I have to mix materials, so I might mix collage in. And then materials needed, watercolor paint, and collage materials, and photo references. Okay? All right, we're gonna have fun today, but I need you guys to be cooperative. That means don't talk during these timed exercises, like at all. It's super silent studio time. All right.